Hello everybody and welcome to another Let's Play. I'm Mr. D. This is Enter the Gungeon. It's a very difficult game. I will prefix this by saying that. It's a rogue-lite run and gun click as you go shooter kind of thing. That's the best way I can describe it really. There are 4 characters to start off with: the Marine, the Pilot, the Convict and the Hunter. I'm actually going to start off with the Pilot because I think he's got the best balance at the start of the game. And basically what you have to do is you have to work your way through the levels. It's a bit like Binding of Isaac in that respect. You work your way through the levels defeating bosses and progressing as far as you can into the Gungeon. So firing your weapon is left click, a dodge roll is right click. And dodge roll is one of the most important things to master in this game, because as you're moving you will dodge roll in the direction that you move when you right click, and it will make you invincible for a few frames. So we're in the Keep of the Lead Lord, Chamber 1, and let's move out. That was very nearly a horrible start. I need to try and get into a better position. There we go. And more enemies will spawn before you finish rooms sometimes as well, so you do have to be prepared to deal with multiple waves. The ghost guys, as you can tell, are particularly annoying because they can teleport. Yo, okay. Oh, that was bad damage. It will take a considerable amount of play to the point where you can reliably get even through the first floor without being killed. That's how difficult this game is. There is a lot to explore as well. Floors do tend to be quite big. But the starting weapons, for the most part, are not too bad. Yo, okay. So we'll be using the terrain quite a bit to try and block. And I don't want to die this early on. If I die this early on, I will probably restart it. But I'm kind of hemmed in here. This is quite a tricky situation to be in. And yeah, I'm legitimately close to dying here. On the first floor. Which, I mean, if you were to play the Binding of Isaac Rebirth, you could quite comfortably say that you can easily get through the first couple of floors, usually without being hit. This is nothing of that ilk whatsoever. It is incredibly difficult, very unforgiving. So if I don't talk very much, please excuse me. It's because I'm having to put 110% concentration into this. You also do have to pick your spots when it comes to reloading as well. I mean, we've come to a dead end here, but the good thing is you can bring up the map at any point and kind of teleport to any of the other rooms you've been to, which is always nice. What do we have in here? These are like the basic enemies, these little bullet guys. You do come across some very difficult enemies on these first floors. Like these books and the Super Mario Wizards, I would consider to be quite difficult. It's definitely more of a bullet hell game than a lot of other roguelites, I think. But the beauty of this game comes with when you start seeing some of the other weapons. which I will make every effort to try and see. However, I fully expect that we will get more than a couple of floors through on this run without dying. We'll see. We'll see how far we get. Thankfully, no more enemies spawned there. Oh, this guy again. Okay. See, when there's just one of them, you can quite easily use the terrain to block his shots. But if there's a couple of them and their shots are all out of sync, it becomes increasingly difficult to block. What do we have here? Ah, we have a chest. Okay. So we got some health back, and we got a snowballer. May contain rocks. So I will try this weapon out. I've played a few hours of this game, but I've not seen the snowballer as yet. And that's actually our boss fight. I really don't want to go in there this early if I can help it. I want to kind of... Oh, this weapon's actually not too bad. And we found a shop. Okay. I don't really want to have to buy health if I can help it. I don't know if I can afford anything, actually. Yeah, I can afford the heart, the key, and the armor. I can't afford the ammo belt. If I get 5 more, I may come back and buy the ammo belt. Oh, there's actually half a heart in here, which has helped a lot. And I will teleport 2 feet like that because I am incredibly lazy. Does this actually damage you? I don't know. Yeah, it does. Okay. Okay, I've heard that there are secret rooms inside fireplaces sometimes. But apparently not this one. Okay. We've nearly done the floor. There's another room down here that I will check out. Because it could have another chest in it, I suppose. But it doesn't, so we're fighting again. I did get hit there, which I'm not pleased with. That was bad damage. This weapon doesn't do much damage, but the slow on it is very helpful, I must admit. Okay, that is the Aged Bell. So if I check the inventory, we can actually see what that does. It briefly stops time. Okay. This bell appears to be made of different materials at different times. The mournful tones it emits echo forwards and backwards. Some claim that they can hear it before it rings. Ah, okay, so it's an active item. We've got the hidden compartment, which increases our ammo capacity. We've got disarming personality, which reduces prices at shops. And we have our lockpick, which we can actually use to try and get into chests, apparently. Which is good. I'm going to check the control for switching items, because I've not actually come across that before. Left shift is to switch items. Okay, that's fine. I'll keep the Aged Bell into the for going into the boss fight, because it could actually come in very useful. Break those pots. I don't actually know if there's anything in those pots, but we'll break them and try. And this is the boss. Who have we got? We have got the Trigger Twins. I love the animation on this game. It's Okay, that was bad. Okay, dodge roll, dodge roll, dodge roll. Right, let's use that and pummel away at these guys for a little bit. I'm going to go back to the rogue special in the hopes that it'll do a little bit more damage. I will use a blank there, that causes the bullets on screen to disappear. And shit, we're actually one hit away from death, which is not good. Oh, come on! We've been killed. Oh god, that was more difficult than it should have been, I think. You died. The past still haunts you. Oh well, I will keep trying to get better at this game because I find it a lot of fun. If you want to see more videos of this game, please let me know because I do enjoy playing it a hell of a lot. I've been Mr. D, this has been Enter the Gungeon, and I'll see you next time.